Hi there. It is Friday morning. The clips are completely in different order, so it really doesn't matter what day of the week it is. But it's Friday morning, and I do have to go into the office today, which is like, wah wah. But it is the way it is. We are required now to go in a majority of the time. So, so I can't be working from home all the time as much as I'd like to. And unfortunately, I had like a delivery coming on Tuesday. I had some stuff going on earlier in the week, which meant I couldn't go in earlier in the week. So I have to go in, which when I'm there, I really enjoy it. It's that like getting myself to go into the office. That's always the challenge. It's always a challenge. And I'm like, I shouldn't complain. I don't live, some people live, I have one of my employees lives over 2 hours away. So she's commuting with traffic 5.5 to 6 hours a day. So that is not the situation I have at all. Thank goodness. But it is a reality for a lot of us. That live here in California. It's just too expensive. So people move farther and farther out, and it sucks. And I'm trying to get into my computer, and I'm like, what's my password? I don't even know. I can't think and talk at the same time, apparently. All right. Made it onto the computer. And I did see this morning that Tony Bennett passed away at 96. So it's like, well, you know what? What a great run. What a great run. And just amazing career. So it's always sad when, at least, for me, because I do love entertainment and movies and music, when these kind of legends pass away. And then some you forget, and then some you think did pass away, and you're like, oh, well, they're still alive. But makes me just kind of go, But, so today is Friday morning and checking my emails. Checking my emails. That's all I'm going to say. I do have a lot to get done today. I have like 4 mid-year feedback forms to fill out from my coworkers. I have a meeting like this afternoon. Friday afternoon meetings are tough. They're like, you're so close to you're like the last thing keeping me from the weekend, but late afternoon meeting. So it's been a very, very busy couple of weeks. So when I first started the opening for this vlog, I actually did it the night where I was exhausted. Like I could not. There was no brain cells left. There was nothing. And I'm like, what am I doing? Turn off the camera. The next day I tried again, and then I just rambled like I'm doing now, but even more. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So learning, and I am learning as I'm going on kind of doing these vlogs and these clips has been fun because I love learning stuff, and I'm sure they'll get better and better as time goes on. So I was rambling on and on as I am right now. And then I'm like, that's not going to work either. So here I am refilming a new clip, kind of making it a little more interesting, I hope, with a couple of additional clips that I'm going to add. So you're going to see my messy wax room, at least what was messy wax room. Last weekend, I decided to do something about it, basically. And then I did record some clips of that. And then I was, moving around my phone, like I am looking at my room. And then when I went back to edit it, I was like, oh my goodness. I'm making myself dizzy. That's not going to work. But since then, I've cleaned up my room. So you're going to see snapshots, and I'll probably do a voiceover and walk through it so that no one gets sick watching my vlog or gets like motion sickness or anything. There's still some shaky cameras here and there, but not like it was before. And then I also last weekend went to visit my friends. Our the girl gang got together, as Linda H calls it, the girl gang, and she has a girl gang, and I go, I have one too, and we got together and just had a great time. It's so hard to get all 5 of us together, just with stuff, life and stuff, and so we were able to get together and celebrate belated birthday. And I got to see my friend's puppy. So there is a little puppy footage in here as well. But yeah, that's what this video vlog is. I might take you for a ride to work. Maybe I'll get some little footage at work. I'm not sure. But I hope you enjoy. Mostly this is going to be about the wax room, kind of a before and after. And you'll see what I did. Work is done. It is Friday. Woohoo! It's been a busy week, when like an emergency or a fire drill, as we like to call them, happen. And so today was all about drafting a letter to our senior leaders, CEO and everything, cross-functional team. And we got it done. But these things seem to happen on Fridays, when like the fires happen, all hands on deck, when you're just like, I guess it's good because then you have the weekend to recuperate, but it was one of those days. I'm just happy to be on my way home. All right, we are here at the entrance of the guest room / craft room / wax room. And yeah, no judgment in the mess. But I'm going to add here before I show you anything. This is when you see how much or how little wax I have. This is just how I want to have things, right? So I certainly do not judge anybody as far as how much wax they use, how many empties they have, their size of their collection, big, small, whatever. Doesn't matter because I'm not them. They're not me. So just, you're going to put that out there because everyone's going to have different things. For me, and I think I've mentioned this maybe in other videos, my hope was always that I would be able to warm whatever I have within the year, especially vendor wax, because that's when I include all the vendor wax. I have more of vendor combined than I do Scentsy. Although, not a whole lot more, but I do. But I just don't want to have so much that I feel overwhelmed or that at some point, my worry with more vendor wax and Scentsy, I think that if I don't use it, like if it's 2-3 years old, it's not going to perform as well as had I used it within the year. Waxes will vary, but I'm just going to kind of put that out there that's just how how much I choose. For some people, it may be a lot. For other people, it may not be much. And I think I'm probably up on the higher end of what I could realistically warm within a year, but I don't think I'm far off. So here's my wax room. Okay, no judgment, but this is the wax room. It's a lot. So this is post-editing Martha, and as I was editing my video, I was still moving the camera way too much during this portion of the video, and I was like, I'm making myself dizzy, and I'm going to make you all puke. So Here is the wax room. So I just took snapshots of it instead. So I've got just boxes, that are still on the floor from when I received them. Pretty much all I've done is maybe put dates on them. But for the most part, these things are just covering the floor. Here is the Scentsy haul I think I received with the Stitch bar and the Disney bar. And that's fairly recent video if you missed that one. So that's just a matter of me putting it away in the bins that you see right behind that box, and then cleaning it up. And then here's, another box from Scoopable Tart Wax. I have like 5 things in the box, taking up a lot of space. And then I have a couple of just wax that actually my friend made for me that is just for some reason in that box. And then in there, I'm like, ooh, here's a cool sample. I should have this actually out. So this is when I was starting to think about maybe sorting it by vendor and season so that I don't miss out on warming on a sample like this, like tropical umbrella drink, which would be perfect for right now. Here's the L3 box that I got maybe 2 months ago or more. Actually, it might have been more than that. So yeah, I've just not had time to spend in here. And as I keep getting hauls, I was just putting basically the wax on the floor, and it became the mess that is the room right now. And then I have a bag full of wax from wax swaps that my friends and I have done. And so this is just me finding that she gave me Best Decade Ever from Rose Girls, which was a great scent. It's like nostalgic. It's like grass and like green and like swimming pool and like just summer. This is actually a bar that I made. I think I called it, I named it after the Killian perfume called Heaven. Oh, what's it called? Midnight in Heaven, I think. And somehow I kind of came up with a similar scent by accident. And so we made a wax of that. And then another, Harper James. I have a Harper James bin. Why is this in this bag? So just me needing to organize this and put it all away, which shouldn't take me that much time. I figured if I set a timer for like 15 minutes, I could probably organize this to a much better place. Yep, here I am finding an iced tea sample from L3 Waxy Wonders also in that bag. So that bag was like a takeout bag and it was full of wax that just needs to be organized. And then here I have the box from the Teddy Bees pre-sale. So it's still sitting there in the box. I just want to put dates on it and then find a home for it. And then here's the top of the desk. It's actually a Costco, fold-up table, and that was the desk. And it was a long table, and it was butting up against you could see there the doors on the right-hand side, the doors of the closet. And because it was right up against the doors, I can't really access that half of the closet, which is a waste of space. So I'm going to put the TV up on a wall mount and get a shorter desk. And that's just like the visual of everything under the desk, which is a mix of scrapbook supplies and the wax hauls. And then in that bag from Bath and Body Works is, I think there's like 6 candles in there that are, I think, fall candles that I got 2 years ago. So I just need to use up my candles. I wanted to show you kind of my bins of what I have, like where I have my stuff. My original thought, and this is like a 3-drawer thing from Target. My original thought was like, I'm going to buy only from a couple vendors, and then they'll have a drawer, or maybe I'll have, 2 vendors in one of these drawers. And I'm like, who am I kidding? But this top one here, this is L3. And Harper James. So I actually do have 2 vendors in here. And then I have Harper James here kind of in the back. So half of this is L3 and half of it is Harper James. This does not include any of the, samples that I've been using from L3. Then in this drawer, this is all Rose Girls, and it is packed. It is full to the top. But I think I have all my Rose Girls in here, with the exception of the 6 bags that I just got from my haul. And then I think I have like a little sample bag here on the floor and another little samples of Rose Girls. So that's not too bad. And then on this bottom drawer here is Sassy Girl Aroma. So I have a couple of these big bags in here. And then this drawer, I can still fit in a couple more. I don't know if you can see that really well. Sorry. There's a little bit of room, but not for maybe, I think I got like 8 or 9 bars, and then I'm done for Sassy Girl. So I'm, again, trying to really keep vendor wax to a small bin. But then I have now K's. I have, what else have I recently got? Oh, Lavender and Speckles, which I don't have room for. And then I do want to try a couple of other vendors. So those will, I think, go in the closet or in a drawer. But we're making progress. Just made it to my friend's, so I'm across the street from her house, and it was her birthday a month ago, but we just, when we try to get like 5 people together, it just is so hard. So we were all free this Saturday, and so we are here, and I'm very excited to go meet a puppy. So, and just hang out. I brought margaritas mix, tequila, I got my blender, we're ready to go, so it should be a fun day. Arlo, do you like watermelon? Do you like watermelon? Sit for me. You sit? Can you sit? Okay, go easy, dude. You gotta be easier than that. Okay. Hey, easy. Good boy. That watermelon good? Is that good watermelon? Yes, that's good. All right, I am back from hanging out with my friends, and it's always, we laugh. I mean, we just have the best time. I've known them for most of my life. Yeah, I've known one of them since I was I met her, I think, when I was 7, and then I moved next door to her when I was 10. So, yeah, we go way, way back. And then my other friend is the one that makes wax. So we cannot not hang out together without coming home with wax. And she's she's so good. So this one is one she made for my other friend, we were celebrating her birthday. This is strawberries and rose milk. This smells really good. She knows how I feel about strawberry. This is like a creamy strawberry, and rose milk is different than Old Lady Rose. This is really nice. But the friend that we were celebrating her birthday, she likes rose. Then she made another one. This is supposed to be similar to Best Decade Ever from Rose Girls. This is my other friend. It's her favorite scent. She loves that scent. And this, I get the green grass, I get dirt, I get swimming pool. This is definitely summer of high school, which is fantastic. Then she's got pineapple salsa, and this one is really interesting. This one is pineapple and then some other stuff, and I know she put cilantro, which is an interesting mix, but I think that's where the salsa comes from. And it's good. It's in lime, so there's lime, cilantro, and pineapple. And it's a nice, like, I want to warm that. That is like a perfect for hot summer days. Then we got, let's see. Oh, this one was for me. This is like got cashmere and vanilla, and what else is in here? I'll have to look, but she made this one for me. And it's, oh, this is so good. Amber, thank you. Thank you. Then we have cinnamon churro. She made these because she saw my video where a lot of people were talking about churro being light. And she's like, I'll hook you up with a stronger one. And it's churros. It's a churro, but more cinnamon on this one. Oh, so good. And then, and what is this? Thin mint cookie. So this is her thin mint cookie, and that's what it smells like. It smells like Thin Mints. And then I have to show you this. I mean, who is this person? She's awesome. So she made a popsicle, and this is like pineapple and tangerine. And she's like, I don't know how you're going to melt that, but it's wax in the shape of a popsicle. So it's awesome hanging out with her. Oh, and I have another one. And this one, I'll put it in a different baggie. This is like she wanted it to look like ocean and like sea kelp, but this is really pretty. I really like this. It's a marine. It's like a marine kind of ocean, but it's not really salty. There's something perfumey about it. It's a really nice one. And then there's one that wasn't for me, but my other friend loved it. And I have to tell you, it was like spot on. I think she called it leather. It's like leather, which reminded me of like pink leather, which is coming as August scent of the month at Scentsy. I don't know what that one smells like. The name pink leather scared me actually. But so my friend made a wax melt that she was experimenting, and it smells like leather. It smells like my other friend says it's like walking into the Macy's handbag department. It smells like an expensive purse, and it's just leather. So she's just awesome. So that was us this afternoon hanging out and celebrating a birthday and just laughing like we usually do. And it's always a good day hanging out with my girlfriend. So we're hoping, because it's been a while since we've done a girls trip, to maybe do a girls trip before the end of summer would be great. But that is all I have for now. So, before I go, I have an update on my wax room. So I did order the IKEA desk. It's coming on Monday. And then for next week's vlog, maybe you'll see me cleaning up my room and kind of like before after, since you saw the before in this one. So I have the IKEA desk coming. Then I'll need to get the Target cubes and then of course mount the TV. So the goal was by the end of the month. I think I'm going to get pretty close. If not complete, I'll get pretty close. So I have space for all of these, and then I'll reorganize my wax. I think I'm going to reorganize it by kind of like by vendor, but also season. So that's how I tend to melt. I'm definitely a seasonal mood. I guess it's still a mood melter, isn't it? But I do like to kind of keep it in seasons. All right, so let's walk into the room. So this was covered with wax the other day. So I'm making a little bit of progress here, and I just moved the TV off the desk. And then this is now me clearing off most of this desk here. And the IKEA desk has arrived, so I'm gonna put it together either today or sometime this week, and then I will get more space, more area. And then I can also utilize that part of the closet, which right now is just really hard for me to get to because there's just not a whole lot of space right there. So I'm excited about that and making more room. And then this will be the boundary. I say that now. This will be the boundary, not to have this just, more wax than I can put away. So let's see how I do.
Obviously, I'm kind of getting the coffee.
Watching Etta right now as I'm
combination, I think, of
putting, oh my gosh, I mean, all of these, it takes me like, this alone will take me half an hour. I mean, I have to get it all organized because it'll save me time later. Okay, here is the room. There is the desk. So the desk is all done. And as you can see here, most importantly, everything that all the wax that I had in basically the shipping boxes are all off the floor. So I was able to put all the wax away. But here is the desk, and it basically I wanted to have the space here so I can get into this, what is right now a very messy closet. But in here, I hope to put cubbies. But before I buy any other organizational stuff, I really want to go through what is in here and either donate it or throw it away, because I don't want to buy, it's a mistake to buy basically organizational things just to hold stuff that I'm never going to use, right? So it's just taking up space. So declutter first. And then in here, so here's the desk. I can probably put this in the top drawer. But in here is, I can actually put that off the desk there, that little scale. But just top drawer I'm going to leave that for like pens and stuff like that. Then in here, I have the scoopable wax and then like samples that I've received. And then I have the AirPods from Scentsy, or AirPods. I guess they're just called pods. I call them AirPods. Then from Lavender and Speckles. So there's a drawer here, and I still have pretty good room, I think, to be able to put in a little bit more. And then in here, I have the kind of overflow from my last Rose Girls order, and then K's. And then in this one is Teddy Bees. So in Teddy Bees, I have enough room, I believe, for the pre-order I'm going to get in August. And then I do have a home for this. This is samples also from Rose Girls. I just didn't want to put it all away yet because I'm going to go through all of my wax and start putting it, or at least for the vendors, grabbing all the stuff that is fall. And that way I'll finish putting that away. Okay, so I think that's a wrap. This is my room, my guest hobby, my hobby room. We'll call it my hobby room. And it's nice when when I clean something and put stuff away, and you had that little to-do list, to come in and not, I would close the door. When people would come over, I'd close the door, like, don't look in there. So now it's like, door open, we're good. But anyway, so in this bag here, I just started kind of shopping my fall collection, because my next fall collection video will be Rose Girls. So I have Rose and Harper James. I'm trying to figure out like how to mix them in parts, because I don't necessarily want to go vendor by vendor, but I want to make them less than a half an hour. I try to make my videos less than a half an hour, and that's just my own personal preference, because when I watch videos, I'm like sitting and watching on my TV. I watch YouTube on my TV like it's a TV show, and I don't really multitask. So for me, 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, that's like my sweet spot. Otherwise, I feel like I do have to do things, and I just don't multitask while I'm watching videos. I know a lot of people do. I think I asked in a video of mine, if you like, what length video do you like? And overall, there was no consensus. I think it was all over the board. Some people do like longer videos because they're multitasking and doing things, but I like to sit and watch and listen and take notes. And so for me, it's a more of an interactive thing. But anyway, so I'm trying to figure out like, what's the bite size fall collection video without it being vendor by vendor, because I don't want to do that. Although I thought about it. But so in here I have Rose Girls and Harper James wax, because I think that'll be a nice video. It might end up just being Rose Girls. I don't know. But so I'll see, but I like to kind of keep my videos around 20 minutes to maybe 35. At the most, and then I'll do Sassy Girl and down the line. So I've got all my fall collection wax in here, and I'm ready to roll. So I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoy this vlog.